Hope the fans can appreciate all these little subtle exchanges, like controlling the hips, keeping the hand in the middle, controlling the underhooks, not letting the opponent drop to the leg. All these knees to the legs, I know they hurt, but they're only to open up this game.
Yeah, fortunately the fans here in Calgary, fairly knowledgeable here at the Hard Knocks Fighting Championship. Rarely do you hear the kind of the cat calls and the boos that you hear at other levels, and especially the UFC, where jiu-jitsu isn't nearly as appreciated as it should be.
Definitely. I'm really actually admiring what Peter's doing here. I know he looks like he's moving kind of slow and stuff, but he's tactical. He's saving his energy. He's circling, keeping Vyron against the cage.
Yes, and to your point, he's actually controlling the center. So, again, the subtleties that you talked about, and there are 3 rounds to this, potentially. So, Peter's really good at using his unorthodox aspects to take what he wants from his opponent. But at the same time, Vyron's doing really good in his own right.
Definitely. One thing I did notice watching Vyron's fights back is that as he gets into the fight more, he feints less. So it's definitely going to speak to Peter's takedowns if he stops just standing still, not moving his head. So he needs to feint. He wants to keep that wrestler off balance, and he wants to land some big strikes, so feint. Here we go, nice exchanges.
Phillips now trying to find the range on Grachkar. Grachkar, a bit of a smile on his face, hands down as he's walking towards Phillips, as if to say he knows that he can get out of the way.
And I'd like to say one thing, keeping Vyron against the cage, yeah, you might be afraid he's going to explode, but it limits his opponent's sprawl. If Peter shoots, Vyron's against the cage, he cannot sprawl. So this is why they're going to end up in these exchanges nearly 99% of the time.
Now you're seeing that here as Grachkar going for the single leg up against the cage. Phillips with a couple high how you doing punches.
Yeah, but I want to see Peter start grabbing the top of the head. He needs to not only just go to where the center of mass is to get someone against the cage, he needs to find the next option. In wrestling, it's never about the shot. It's about the reshoot.
Definitely chain takedowns. If not your first shot, like you said in the last fight, it's reshooting. I definitely want to see for Phillips feint and move and then attack. I don't want to see him coming forward like that.
Peter's been doing a great job to get a little piece of those right hands every single exchange, and especially when you expect someone to be the wrestler and they're hitting you and tagging you, that's going to make you hesitate.
Oh, there we go. Vyron shoots, takes the back.
Basically a case of anything you can do, I can do better.
I like that.
Vyron trying to find range here, and again, a nice takedown there, was able to get the back, but popping right back up, wondering if maybe he thinks he's got the better option on the feet against Grachkar, who's got a solid ground game.
There's amazing respect between these two guys. It looks more like a spar. They're being cautious. I'd like to see him throw more caution to the wind. One of them wants to strike. We're full 10 seconds out from the end. Someone needs to do something big, take the round.
Again, Grachkar approaching forward but not landing anything. A knee coming back from Phillips. And again, first round, no problem for either two of these fighters. As we head into the break here, they'll get 60 seconds to rest before we head into round number 2. So it's Peter Grachkar and Vyron Phillips here at Hard Knocks 54 as we take a look at some of the action from round number 1 here.